over the weekend, we have witnessed something very crazy, man. I don't know if you are watching the news or you are following the Linda Mwananchi team when they were traversing through Homabay County because, actually Edwin Sifuna called that place Yemen because of the dust.
Dust.
They were not sure if they were in Kenya or they were in Yemen. Because, they were trying to hold their rally as usual. And they were attacked by goons and they were forced also to use like some panya roads. And the panya roads were rough roads. And I'm telling
Hectic,
you, if you watch those videos, those people actually ate sand.
Walikula dust.
Walikula dust.
So I think Kenya, at least it's good they saw the Kenya that is there. These politicians don't interact with real Kenya
so that
a lot.
When it becomes the president, he knows exactly what he's supposed to do.
And then there was the cases of the goons and no police being involved. As the police were involved, but no one was arrested. People, there was goons actually cascading freely.
The irony part of it is that they are now summoning the Linda Mwananchi team,
Yeah.
When you are a politician or when you're in politics, you need to do mobilization. And when you are conducting mobilization, you have your soldiers, your foot soldiers or ground soldiers. So they're now targeting the foot soldiers for Linda Mwananchi instead for
them to look into the matter.
But to look for the goons who are the perpetrators of the whole event.
Now, the problem is, and we really need to delve deeper into this and see it in the bigger frame of picture, this is actually months before we start real campaigning. And we're seeing the current government, because it has been confirmed that, Kenya Kwanza was involved and they wanted this to happen. You can see the governor...
Gladys Wanga.
Was also
and Peter
involved.
Kaluma. Actually, Peter Kaluma incited people and told people that
these are the people.
If you say it one time,
you'll also be in trouble.
You'll be dealt with,
So, and now we can see the dynamic between power. And this is the power dynamic that we need to now bring into the fuller picture, because now we can see that power does matter. The person in power has power for real. The person in power can push you to use panya routes.
Yeah, actually, my question is, do you think Kenya is a democratic state? Because, what happened in Homabay actually proves we're not a democratic.
We are not.
It's like an anarchy.
We don't have leaders. Whoever is in power controls everything. Whoever controls the money controls everything. And at this moment, it's Mr. President and Kenya Kwanza and people like Gladys Wanga. So now this is, I want us to first divert from Sifuna and look at it as what will happen next year.
In 2027 election.
Yeah, because I saw a very actually alarming notion that the president in power is very hard to remove. And maybe this is a fact that we have been ignoring.
Actually, in Africa.
Yeah, especially in Africa. Oh my God, it's crazy.
Especially if you're talking that in Africa.
Yeah, so now we're trying to remove someone who has the army, who has the police force, who has the resources, who can turn down the parliament. He has everything, by the way. The only thing he does not have is the people.
True.
So, and the people, we just have force and actually brute force. And you can see it with, and I love Sifuna so much, and I think we can see that he's not as powerful as even Gladys Wanga in this situation. Because they were forced to use... Because
he's a senator and he's actually the chairman of ODM party, and he's also the governor of Homabay County.
Is he the chairman though? He was Tim Ward.
He's the chairman. Gladys Wanga right now is the chairman of ODM party.
Gladys Wanga. I thought you were saying...
no, not Sifuna. Sifuna is no longer part of ODM. Actually, he's trying to register in the Mwananchi party, become a political leader, and they are trying to restrict it.
Yeah, so I think now it's time for Kenyans to know that it's a rough road ahead. It's not gonna be easy, and you can see it. And you have to know that if you're saying one term, or if you're saying that you want to see change, you have to be willing to use panya roots and be willing to eat dust because it's not gonna be easy. And also maybe we start now seriously mobilizing, and it was beautiful to see that people were still waiting for Sifuna. Actually, people were still there.
That convoy entered the Homabay town at around maybe 6:30 to 7.
And people still a lot of people still waiting. So many people were still also injured.
And remember, by the time they were reaching Homabay, some cars had been tortured, others had been burned.
I know, it's
people
wild.
And had been injured. The windscreens, the glasses were... But some of them had fallen. The cars were like out of shape,
Yeah.
and
But
they
now,
managed to
the
reach
problem is,
Homabay.
and this is we are actually witnessing at the beginning. I hope also our president and our leaders see that these are intelligent people that we have elected. For you to be in such a position of power, you have to be very intelligent. So I hope they can also see the anarchy they are causing. I also hope that they can see that this is not a good thing. You are empowering goons, and these people watawageuka.
I think,
in the end,
I think now that's why you're going wrong, because like, you'll be surprised to find out that the government together, when I'm saying the government, I'm also including the broad-based government, like anyone who is supporting two-term.
Yeah.
Actually, the two-term movement, they are aware of what is happening, and you'll be surprised they're also in support of what is happening.
Yeah,
because I heard Rigiji saying, like, if maybe there might be a possibility of unrest in Kenya, the IBC can declare that we can hold election.
But now you see,
during violence. So, and when if IBC today declares that you can't hold elections no more, who is going to benefit?
The presidency.
Of
but
course.
Now let me tell you, the problem is these are rowdy people. He's using rowdy like rowdy dogs. They are okay now because you're giving them the meat.
Actually, the goon for the Homabay, actually the chief goon in Homabay has been identified.
Yeah, and
he's all over social media. And I'm being told he's being paid like 4,000 a day. I don't know.
And that is what
he's
I'm
making
saying.
around 20,000 a month.
You're empowering criminals. You're empowering gangs.
Are they
you're
criminals?
Empowering
for real? I think they're just youth.
No, I'm telling you.
Don't call them criminals.
No,
probably
this is
your
criminalism.
Brother, yes, your cousin.
You're my brother.
You know very well your cousin is not
you're
a
my
goon.
brother. And you
he's
see,
just trying to
now,
eat.
I'm not even saying my cousin is in the wrong here. I'm saying the people empowering them. Because I'm a young person. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to make money. And you're telling me that you can pay 4,000 a day for me to cause riots. So, what happens when this goon has been made chief goon, and then let's say the government gets their way and they stop giving this 4,000 Kenya shillings? What happened to the movement you've created?
So let me tell you the hard truth when it comes to politics and probably the government. So the government is very good at using you. The government will give you fund, will give you everything to execute their agenda. But once you're done with that agenda, they now sabotage you.
Now I'm telling
you'll see when this chief goon after elections, after President Ruto, probably if he'll be back in government, they'll now start arresting them because they hold critical information about them.
But you see,
they don't want to risk it.
But you see,
so
the problem
I think
is
probably what we are supposed to tell the youth, they just need to be vigilant because they lose you, and again they'll come and sabotage you. They tell you you're a goon. They have evidence, you organize some goons.
But you see,
and they're the one who paid you to do that thing.
You see, now the thing is now that happens only when it's a small number of people. This is people. When it goes out of control. There is power in masses, and what they're doing right now. If you can see, this is the amount of goons coming out, and this means that this might even quadruple in the next election year. Now, when we start the election year, right?
Actually, that's what will happen.
That means that these people will be many. These people will be the police are now that they are working.
It will be one of the jobs. You can be a doctor
before 2027. You
can be a nurse, you can be a teacher, and you can also be a goon.
And we have them, fraternizing
with
the
a lot of money as a goon than a teacher.
Yeah,
that's the irony part of it.
These people will have access to arms because now intelligence and now. Let me tell you something about these goons. Let me tell you something that maybe if that is the strategy they will address, they need to know that these people, not all of them are not intelligent. There is that one kingpin that will turn this into, this country is struggling with gangs and everything. There is that one kingpin that needs...
Actually, what you're saying is happening all over in Africa.
You will give us a terrorist... What I'm driving to is, you're driving us to a terrorist organization.
True.
If you're funding it, if you are making this problem, thinking that you'll arrest them next year, what if not?
What if...
What happens if that does not happen?
When I say they usually get arrested, I am not meaning like that's what will happen. In most cases, they usually get arrested.
And that is what will cause
actually are driving a strong point. What if they don't get arrested?
Yeah, or what if you arrest some of them
and leave some of them outside
and leave the kingpin?
Yeah, actually that's what it leads to something called militia. Militia is like a parallel military.
No, I think it will be chaotic.
We see what is happening in DRC Congo. What has happened in Somalia,
but
Sudan, and maybe even in when you see in Gaza, Hamas, it's being funded by Iran. As in,
but Ocharts now, what you're saying is, if this guy loses, now I'm giving you a political analysis. If this guy loses, no, I say if now our president comes to two-term, because Kenya Kwanza is sponsoring them, so he comes to two-term. Let's look ahead, okay? He comes to two-term. There is wrangles with his goons. Possibility, huge possibility, because now I don't need you to continue making unrest in my country, and it's my country again. So,
and you need to survive.
Now these people are people who have been empowered and enabled to terrorize the citizens of the country. They have been empowered to know that the police is just an ordinary friend.
Yeah, actually, they have more information and power than the police.
They do not follow law and order.
They are untouchable.
They are untouchable. So you have given these people power, and then you know who else you have given power to? The opposition, who now you have beat. So I'm just saying, if now you get another goon who was in opposition and says, now I will support these goons, kutimua nani? Mr. President. I'm just saying, while you're strategizing...
I think that's what led to Haiti. Like,
yeah, because now they will get a rich man who wants to pay for them to sabotage.
The
so
government.
I'm just... Now, as much as I'm very two-term, and I'm very one-term, I would really recommend that even if you want to stay in power, even if you want to win, you win fair and you win free and fair, okay, you're our president. What can we do? But you cannot use goons, you cannot use people who have the potential of becoming a terrorism group to get your agenda. And I'm speaking like this because I know these are intelligent people. These are people who can analyze. The people in the government, Gladys Wanga and Mr. Kaluma, you can see the sense. Actually, if we can see the sense, you can see the sense.
Even the biggest question we need to ask ourselves, are we really a democratic state? Because when you understand democracy, the power belongs to the people, but now the power belongs to goons.
You're giving them,
power. The people are losing their voice.
And
one thing you need to understand, and maybe that's why the Ocharts Media TV come through these small media entities.
Yeah.
Because imagine now, we are a goon state, and even the government. Even they are not even been arrested. What do you mean?
Has
not condemned that stuff.
And it was such a big thing. And they knew.
And the CS, responsible for these matters.
I can even see that.
So the government literally is saying nothing happened.
Yeah.
We just okay.
And this good had intelligence, because I can see the politicians saying that someone was tracking us. They both knew exactly where we were, even when we tried to evade. So you see, they're giving them resources. And I'm telling you, not all these people. The problem is thinking that all these people are CG form for livers, are people who are struggling mentally. You will find someone who has a master's and is struggling. You see the stories of people hawking and everything.
You might employ me as a goon, but probably I'm a professor.
Strategy. I'm telling you.
Probably I'm just lacking food, or I'm just trying to. It's just a path to elevate my position. Because even I think I can tell you. These groups like Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, they just started
like this. Small, and then they found an intelligent leader or a leader.
Even we can use ourselves as an example. For us, we are professional journalists.
Yeah,
we are very qualified. We are very intelligent, but we haven't got a chance to be probably in Citizen TV, KTN, or NTV. So we are creating this platform. So imagine
so that we can penetrate.
If you're this intelligent. And now you have got a chance to be a goon.
A goon, goon. You're just raised to the stars.
And you're getting resources, you're getting information, you're getting connection. So at the end of the day, probably after 5 years, we'll be talking about our militia, parallel government. You're now threatening the security.
And now you're giving these people power
of a region more than even just your country. Maybe the Eastern Africa country. You're like Al-Qaeda, you're like Al-Shabaab, you're terrorizing the whole continent, whole world.
And let me tell you now another statistic. The Kenya police are not paid as good.
Of course, they are suffering.
If now these people see that, these goons, that now the government has made friends. They have made them friends. The police and the goons are friends.
Right now the police are relevant.
They're interacting. They're interacting. They're like,
uniform,
where are the goons? Let's go protect the goons. They're like protecting the goons. So these people will become friends. So I want
I think I can elaborate on a point.
Yeah.
The difference between goon and police. A goon has full power. is not operating under certain jurisdiction.
But
for a police,
right now,
police operate under command. You're being told, just go there in town and don't do anything. So just there standing, because you're following the order. But a goon, you've been make sure these people don't do this and this. So even a goon has more power, because goons are the one who are attacking these people, and the police are just there watching. Because I don't want to address the police or condemn the police, because the police, according to them, you must follow order.
A command, true.
Only if for instance, if today you're being beaten here by maybe a goon, and I've been told just to go there to be a scarecrow, just to chill. I'll just see you being beaten because I'm only operating under an order or a command.
Now the problem
so the goons even have power more than the police.
But I always say you're giving power to the wrong people, and I think this is a conversation that people are not having enough. And we thank God for Ocharts Media, because now we can sit here and talk about it.
Through.
Yeah, and it's fun to come here and speak about Sifuna and speak about the political scene.
Siku tunachukuliwa mazee, you people you need to come through, because we're fighting for you.
Yeah, but what I would really say is that let's not dig a deeper hole for our country. Let's do politics. I think you can do politics intellectually. You can do politics the right way. You can win an election the right way. I mean, at some point we actually, and I'm not saying that this is a better way, I'm just saying the people who were stealing elections are worse than the people who instigated deaths in 2007.
True.
And you're mobilizing and you're paying for these people to attack. For now, it was Homabay. In the next 2 months, it will be 4 other countries.
Also, Rigiji was attacked. Rigiji has been... Actually, what you can say, the whole opposition is being attacked. But I've never seen Kalonzo being attacked.
Kalonzo, I told you. Let's not bring Kalonzo.
Lina Mwananchi has been attacked. Matiang'i has been attacked.
Kalonzo is
even today, Moraro Kebaso was running. He was holding a rally in Borabo
and he was also attacked.
Where he wants to be an MP. He was running, I'm telling you, he was running together with this security, even he left his vehicle. Yeah,
the problem is, these people think that this is a joke until it's no longer a joke. And until these people are out of control.
But let me add a point on that. The reason people are ignorant is that, these things are happening to our leaders.
Yeah.
Let me be specific, to opposition leaders. Until when now this situation is out of control.
And has that happening to you?
You are also a victim.
Especially us speaking very loudly about 2 term and 1 term.
If you're here today, maybe our equipments have been stolen by goons. Until it reaches that point, your business has been looted by goons.
Do you remember?
That's when you'll know.
Do you remember in Ruiru it happened when goods were left and they were stealing from shops?
Even in CBD, you're going far. So supermarkets were robbed.
Yeah,
a lot of businesses were robbed.
I don't understand.
A lot of resources are being stolen.
The theory behind the goons. I don't understand it. So, you have so much power as the government.
The public is ignoring this thing because, they're feeling like, Sifuna is the one who was attacked, Babuino is the one who was attacked. Yeah. But until these things now come out of control, you're being manhandled or you're being controlled by a goon and it's telling you to pay tax for you to use this road. As in, you don't have even a life no more.
The fact about political strategies, especially political strategies before the politics of the election year get heated, they only grow.
True.
So unless they are planning to halt this thing immediately, in the next elections, before the next elections, gold will have multiplied in numbers. There will be so many that we won't even know what to do. And then you know what the problem is? The goons that they are recruiting are just the top. The goons that are on the top are also recruiting other goons. And those goons, it's a system they're developing. And so just let us be aware. Let's start fighting the goonism that is going on.
Actually, I think this is the right time.
Let us be very aware that this is something that is cooking.
Gen Z can now come outside and, at least now we have agenda. Stop goonism.
Man. We need to stop
support democracy.
I think we need. I think we need now to put the politics to a halt.
Again,
and now fight for.
I think this time I'll support
country.
The Gen Z.
Yeah.
Of which it's we like.
Yeah, we're part of it. Yeah, with the Gen Z.
I think we need to pull our socks because the Gen Z are the one who are supporting democracy because. If it were not the Gen Z to tell to put pressure on this narrative of 1 term and 2 term to come up, probably we could not be having this thing. So, the government, the president together with this government, they're terrified because, right now it's like, it's 1 term, So they're trying to use all other means possible
Yeah.
To find their way in power again. So this is the right time, because the Gen Z being so vibrant, being so audible, eloquent, and courageous to push the narrative of one term, are the ones that have instigated this situation. So the president is trying to fight so hard to make sure that it's being a two-term. Because if the Gen Z could have not come outside, the president could be relaxed. Is just
fighting hard? I don't understand. I think this is just leading to anarchy.
It's leading to anarchy. What you're supposed to tell the Gen Z, we are not supposed to give up. The Gen Z have given up.
Yeah.
And for this reason, now the government is taking advantage.
But now this is telling people to go out and fight people who are,
because the government has realized,
protected by the Kenyan government.
If we talk about democracy, it's not going to work. So in our favor, it's going to work, but not in our favor. Let's introduce goons.
Let me ask you and our audience, how do you think is the best way to handle this and to rid our country of
it's what I'm telling you. The best way to handle this thing, the Gen Z are supposed to continue fighting, because right now we're supposed to pull up into the street.
How do we fight? Do we also come with the things that they're using to fight? With the weapons and everything?
Wanasemanga like the moto ni moto.
And then remember, these people have the police on their side as well, so there will be bullets. We don't have bullets. I'm just saying.
Me and you, but this is tricky.
They have the police and the goods.
When we fight now, the government turns the police against us. If we are not fighting, the police now are supporting the goods. Actually,
I think we are in a very sticky position.
I think right now we have identified two problems. The police are the problem, and the government.
Yeah, because
they're the one who are killing democracy.
Kina Babo Wino and Sifuna are people with money, and they had to use panya routes. Now you're telling our children, which I love so much, and I want us to have a revolution. But I don't want us to go into another revolution where just people are dying for nothing. If we are going to die, we need to die with an assurance that we are fighting for something that is worthwhile. True. So I think it's a conversation that needs to be circulated, and we need the solutions. Our revolution is how do we handle the goonism that is going on?
According to me, I'll just refer to you what I've said like some few minutes ago.
Yeah.
We just need to continue fighting, because we're the one who have brought democracy. Because this time in 2027 election, this is the only year that the Gen Z have vowed to prove to Kenyans, to the world, and to the president particularly himself that this time democracy will work as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And the president, we can see, is afraid. And that's why we are seeing introduction of goonism, in support with Kipchumba Murkomen, because the one who is in charge of the security. And actually assured, the politician, like, when you go to campaign, trust me, they say will be provided with security.
You know what?
I'm telling a police officer also died. Actually, Kipchumba Murkomen is also sabotaging his team. His team members, because he's sabotaging the police.
But now, what I will say is, it's about time that the young people realize that the times for these rallies are slowly coming to an end. We're going into a digital phase. So I think the best way we could fight is like globalize this so much.
Of course, it's globalized because you can see all over the internet.
Now, bigger. I'm telling you, before the elections, we need to go bigger. We need to go stronger. I think we cannot fight these people on ground. Hata kama tunataka, because we are Kenyans. I don't think we can fight police with guns on ground. So you need to use the platforms that are available to you.
The police is not the enemy.
Yeah.
The enemy is the government. Because the government has the mandate to make sure that even I'm telling you right now, if you go to campaign to these hot places like Kisumu in general, Nyanza region in general, and you are one term, you will see fire. So, but according to constitution, it guarantees you to go to air out your views, your opinions. So the problem is the government is not guaranteeing us safety. Even right now, we are supposed to do this podcast freely.
Yeah.
Because we are being guaranteed, you can talk this way. Freedom of speech. But apparently,
the only reason actually we are this free is because you guys have not made us to blow up.
Yeah, you need to subscribe
and comment. That's why we're this
I'm
free.
ready to be taken on your behalf.
Kidogo mtapitapa tuna filter. That person who leads the country, even though tutakuwa tunaongea. But for now, that is the truth of the ground.
I think according to me, I'll forward the whole blame to youth, because the Gen Z or the youth in general are the one who pushed democracy. Because this time we have voted to remove the president through democracy. And you can see with our intensity, with our effort, with our energy, the president is now feeling the heat.
Yeah,
and
true.
it's through this heat that you're now seeing this violence. Because the president, I think according to me, according to Gachagua, he doesn't want to us to have like a safe place where we can exercise democracy.
Yeah.
So because of that reason, he's using Plan B. Right now, the president, I think, or the government is applying Plan B. No, we're not using Plan B. Plan 1 is democracy.
Plan B is toxic as
well. Yeah, that's why you're seeing all this.
It's very toxic
thing.
But honestly, I think.
But where are the Gen Z? The Gen Z are not even condemning this thing because let me assume.
We are Gen Z also. We are trying. We're just rallying our fellow Gen Zs to see things as they are and call them as they are.
Right now, we could be maybe partying, like watching movie,
or talking about sex or something.
Yeah, but right now we are trying to fight for democracy, But where are the Gen Z? The Gen Z right now, they are chilled. They are just wandering.
I think one thing about Gen Zs, and I love because I'm part of the whole generation, is we don't like to fight losing fights. And that's why I'm saying it is very important for us to change the strategy.
Are you confirming like it's two-term or what?
I'm saying it's one term, but if we do not change the strategy that we're using, we need to stop thinking like goons as well.
Yeah,
we need to stop thinking that this thing, we will remove it from the streets. We are not in the year streets. We need to know that we have technology, we have the internet, we have social media, we have the power to really support.
But the problem with the politics is street. Because even if you see the first world countries, the way we are campaigning is the same way. They usually campaigning. So
but
we cannot avoid streets.
Still, because we're not letting these things be visualized.
Let me try to show you a scenario. What if the Linda Mwananchi movement had maybe they had mobilized, maybe the Homabay youth, let's say 80%. These goons are youth. The youth to be goons could not be available.
So you see what you're saying. The whole
scenario is being caused by the youth.
And you're returning us to the point that we started
and the government are the problem.
I'm just saying that violence begets violence. What you're suggesting is for us to also start pushing back the violence, which is what is going to happen. And now you say, na hiyo dawa ya moto ni moto ndio inafanya watu wanakuwa na unstable governments, wanafanya we get into a state of war.
Not really.
If we can avoid it, can we try to do that first?
Because dawa ya moto ni moto, you can always zima moto ila kutumia moto,
So you are recommending.
Goons,
and I'll ask you again.
I hope you're good at mathematics. Goons are 50. And you are
100.
We're 500 youth.
Okay.
So these goons are irrelevant by default.
You have said yes, the goons are irrelevant. But now you're forgetting the one point. That is what we need to change right now. The fact that they're backed by guns. And the police.
Now that's where we draw the lines.
The fact that the police will arrest you.
But you cannot defeat a gun.
The police will come and arrest you. The police will call you a goon.
And you're not a goon.
Because the police and the goons are besties. So that is the problem we have. And that's what I'm saying.
But you can, I'm trying to get your point. You're trying to be like...
No, you're sending us to go fight a losing battle. Look, we're just being shot for nothing.
Not really. You're trying to act like you're in the first world country, but you saw from the 25th, 2024 June protest. That's where we're trying
to get.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to say something that is a bit unorthodox.
It's a revolution.
Didn't the government, the president, all do everything that was in that finance bill eventually? The taxes were still raised. We have the affordable houses. The bill was about to be passed for online and whatever. With data monetization. So everything that people died for is still happening. Now you're telling us to go back to the streets. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying we don't fight back. But
politics is on the street.
I'm not saying we don't fight back.
We're not fighting
back. I'm saying we are the revolution. We need to stop fighting like millennials and boomers and start fighting like Gen Zs. And our power is in this platform.
That's why I'm differing with you, and I like viewers also to contribute their opinions. Because, for us, Gen Z are fighting mentally or intellectually.
And
but the fight is on the street.
It's not. We're just dying and it's just a bloodbath out there.
The fight was on the street. It was not online. It was not intellectual. It was like
and it was fight. In the street. It was in the street because you keep on showing up. Who will they fight if you stop showing up? And I can rally behind Sifuna without showing up to die. And how will Sifuna
campaign? Because for you
campaign online.
Okay, for you,
take this. If we are dying for no reason, campaign online.
Let me try to now play your game. In a certain episode, you said what did you say? You're talking from a privileged point. That's what you told me. Because for you can access internet. You are online full time.
We cannot.
But we're talking about that. The lowest Mwananchi. There's no power. There's no, even you saw in Homabay, there are no roads. There are no roads, no power, no internet, no phone, nothing. This person, you are supposed to reach them physically on the ground.
Where the people are beating up people and killing. Yeah, do we really want to risk our common one? And you're saying the lowest
ironically, and the majority are on that level, not like you. The majority don't have power, don't have internet, don't have good roads. You're supposed to reach them physically and tell them, if you elect me, I'll bring you power.
I just think...
they're not online.
Yes, you're right.
Even in first world countries, the campaign
I hate to say that you're right about that.
Yeah, even in the first world countries, the campaign are being done physically. So if you want to solve this thing, you need to speak as an African and to be specific as a Kenyan. As a Kenyan, we cannot campaign online.
We can try to stop showing up to
when
these
you go
things.
To your rural home,
people have been trying.
You go to your rural home and you're not from maybe that interior like in Homabay, but there's no network.
And you're
coming from your rural home is probably not that interior. So and imagine in Kenya, most of the people are living in interior.
Yes, but the thing is, though, what I'm saying, Graham,
just tell the Gen Z truth. Gen Z are supposed to come outside. We're supposed to rebel, And when you're talking about this rebellion, trust me, there'll be consequences and there'll be blood.
Yeah,
so it's a revolution.
And that is what I'm not comfortable with. Do I really
of course, you cannot be comfortable with the revolution. It's like a force.
And do I want to advocate for people to go outside and die?
Imagine,
this is...
You're making it funny. You're saying you're not comfortable. And right now, you imagine you're the first person risking your own life. Before even people come outside because
but that is what I'm saying.
They can come and take you right away here while I'm seeing you being taken. But these people, you can be taken even before the campaign officially starts.
You're speaking about being taken, and when I'm taken, they will take this video and say they knew.
I'll jump. Please,
be taken. Do not take us. We're just journalists doing our job.
So basically, maybe to avoid this Homabay situation, let the Gen Z pull ourselves.
So that is what you're saying.
Keep fighting. Let's come to the street. Let's protect democracy. That's my point.
I would like to hear alternatives. I would like to hear alternatives that do not beget violence. I would love
not supporting
to see
violence, but I
would love to see a country where we are not being killed.
No choice.
And the problem is, we are just us. They have police. If maybe we had the military behind us, but that will make so much sense. But let's not die just dying. Honestly.
What does the Constitution say? The power belongs to the people, for the people, and people. So even if you have a gun, even if they have the police, they have the military,
you're saying
the power belongs to the people. At the end of the day, the people are the one who decide what they want, how they want it, and how it will happen.
Okay.
So the power belongs to the people, even not to the gun. So even if they have the police, they have the military.
I just want our people to be safe.
The power belongs to us. So let us fight, man.
I would like people to be safe. If there is a possibility, that's what I'm saying. If it's a possibility for us to fight without bleeding, without dying, let us go for that one first. Okay, so I think that is it for today. Unless you have something to add.
Okay, I have something to add. I'm telling you, and I'll remind you every day. Make sure subscribe times a million. Subscribe and follow us on social media, Ocharts Media, on all platforms. Follow us, share your views, comments. If you want to be part of this, intellectual and engaging conversation, you can reach out to us via social media, via all this platform, and we engage with Kenyans, and we build our country.
We are doing
Kenyan
this for you guys.
Never forget that.
As we said, we are risking our lives, so
yeah, true.
Press that like button. Thank you and bye-bye.